This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May raised me like a son. They never had much money, though. I thought my powers could help make up for that. The last time I saw Uncle Ben alive, we argued. I took out my frustration in the ring. Poor Bonesaw never even saw me coming.
No more Mr. Nice Guy!
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
Somebody! Stop him!
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd Street Library.
10-4. Suspect is believed to be a member of the Skulls gang. Proceed with caution.
Uncle Ben. Murdered. I have to find the guy who did it. There's nothing Peter Parker can do at this point. But Spider-Man is a different story. This is supposed to be the Skulls territory. I'll find Uncle Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the Skulls to do it.
Hey!
I'm gonna take you down.
What's with the getup, chump?
You messed with them. They didn't know anything, but I'm just getting started.
Looks like the freak wants to play. Not so tough now.
Another dead end. Well, one of these losers is gonna give me some answers.
Circus in town? I'm out of here.
Nothing. I'm sure I'm getting warmer, though. That murderer can't get away from me.
Hey, you! You're What's with the getup, chump? Looks like the freak wants to play. Look at you. You think you're pretty tough, huh?
A carjacker killed an old man earlier today. The killer's a Skull. Where is he?
I can't tell you. He killed me.
What makes you think I won't?
Ah! No! The guy you want to spike. He's probably in that old shipping warehouse. It's right on the river. That's all I know.
Thanks.
Who's that? Circus in town?
Sounds like the police are closing in. They can have whatever's left after I'm done.
Huh, what's this door doing open? Man, people gotta be more careful. The cops could show up at any time. Circle.
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Leave him to me. I'm out of here.
Out of my way. Back off, ugly.
Looks like the freak wants to play. Not so.
You messed with the wrong guy.
How you like me now, punk?
Tough guy, huh? I'm gonna take you down.
Who's that? You beat those guys up? How embarrassing.
Save it. Back off, ugly. Stop right there, murderer!
Huh? What the?
Don't let him through!
I got the door fuse, boss. He ain't getting through. Hey, you! You're so dead.
You messed with
lost,
the wrong
kid?
guy. Out of my way.
You should have.
I'm gonna take you down.
Look at you. You think you're pretty tough, huh? Die!
I can't let anything stop me. I have to find a way to shut off the power so I can get through. Do it. Now to find the guy who killed Uncle Ben. They've taken a fuse out of the control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
What's with the getup?
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Mess with a skull, you pay the price. Looks like the freak wants to play.
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
He doesn't look so tough. You ain't getting this fuse. Better take off while you still can.
Easy to say that behind a locked door, coward. That takes care of that. Now to get that fuse. That's where I need to be. Now I just need to find a way to get there.
Circus and...
I'm gonna take you down. This fuse should get that door open. This is where the fuse goes. Now I've got you.
Hey, you!
Talk is cheap.
Mess with the skulls, you pay the price.
Big words, creep. Back off, ugly.
Who's that? Ah!
Out of my way.
Hey, you!
I'm gonna take you down.
Mess with the skulls, you pay the
Tough guy,
price. He doesn't look so
Big
tough.
words, creep.
If you press the R3 button, you'll enter Look Around mode.
Looks like the freak wants to play. How you like... Who's that? What's with the getup, chump? Circus in town? Looks like the freak wants to play. Who's that?
You messed with the wrong guy.
Not so tough now, huh?
I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Get away from me! I got you now, you jerk! I gotta get away from this guy! I gotta get away from this guy!
No! You! Not you!
Stay back! I'm warning you, you psycho!
I could have stopped you at the fight promoter's office. I could have saved Uncle Ben.
These are the years when a man becomes the man he's going to be for the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into. You're feeling this power of becoming a man, and with this great power comes great responsibility.
Uncle Ben. Nothing could ever fill the hole left when he died. Those wounds never really heal. The beautiful redhead is Mary Jane Watson. The guy is Harry Osborn, my best friend. They stuck with me after Uncle Ben died. Harry's dad, Norman, was great too. He even let Harry and me stay in one of the apartments he owned after we graduated and moved into the city. I got a job with the Daily Bugle, taking pictures of myself. Life sure is strange sometimes. No matter how much you want to hold on to a moment, you can't stop time from moving on.
General Slocum has given Oscorp a week to prove that we can develop a working serum. Or we are going to lose the contract to Quest Labs, given how much we have invested in this research. Losing the contract could bankrupt Oscorp. I can only assume that Spider-Man relates to our problem in some way.
Yes, Mr. Osborn, as that video showed, Spider-Man possesses all the attributes our project hopes to create. We hypothesize that he has augmented spider DNA in his system and feel certain that an analysis of his blood will enable us to complete our serum. We can modify the hunter-killers to track this DNA signature and capture Spider-Man.
Do it.
Well, if I want to get paid this week, I'd better come up with some photos for Jonah. The city's been quiet, so I guess I'm gonna have to settle for some aerial acrobatics. I can get in some practice while I'm at it. I should start with my web breaking. If I jump while I'm swinging, I can totally change direction and start swinging again. If I do it now, it should make for a decent pick. Couple of nice shots, but nothing JJ's gonna pay top dollar for. I need to get a little fancier. That target I set up should do the trick. I'll just lock onto it and swing past it a couple of times. That was okay, but the shots need more action. This time, after I lock onto the target, I'll shoot some webbing at it. Since I'm locked on, I should be pretty accurate, even though I'm swinging. Not bad. That should do it. Okay, I have those shots for JJ. Gotta get back to the Bugle, collect my money, and get my rent paid. Uh-oh. I don't know what that thing is, but something tells me it isn't friendly. These guys are really persistent. These things just keep coming. has an army of flying attack bots. If I can't get rid of these flying nuisances, I'll never get out of here. Seem to be trying to capture me, dead or alive. Just for... Whew, that's the last of them. But who sent them? What's going on over here? Who the heck? He sure took off in a hurry. Yikes! Not so fast.
Come on, move it! This wall is coming down. Let's take care of security and get some hostages.
We've got a situation here. We need backup.
Backup is on the way.
Don't know who this creep is, but he's easy to follow.
Dibs on the spider.
Dumb and ugly.
I got you back.
Sorry, no autographs.
Don't even go there. Behind you. Web slinger's here.
Can I cut in?
Gone. Freeze. Slinger's here.
Shall we dance?
You're nothing special. I'm taking you out.
Better save this for when I need it. Having fun yet?
You aren't so tough.
Up against the wall.
You're not.
So you must be Quilt Man, Padded Pete, Mr. Triple Ply? Oh, I've got it. The cushion.
I'm the Shocker. I tell you not to forget it, but you won't be around long enough to worry about that. Now say goodbye to Mr. Innocent Bystander, sucker.
really ought to pay more attention.
Dibs on the spider. Right behind you.
Having fun yet? Learn that one on the playground, huh?
You out. Look out! Dibs on the spider.
Get your hands up. You're under Stop right there.
You're nothing special. Wet Slinger's here.
Sorry, no autographs.
Heads up!
Coming with me.
That's the last of the goons. Uh-oh, someone's coming.
That freak's made a mess of things. I got a score to settle now. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here. All right, listen up. Spider-Man's gonna be right behind us. When he gets down here, ambush him. There's no way we're giving up a score this big to some clown in red tights.
Looks like the welcome wagon's already here.
Web Slinger's here. Don't mess with the best.
Oh, clever.
Aren't so tough.
Oh, like I haven't heard that before. The key to that door, I presume.
Heads up!
Better save this for when I need it.
Dibs on the spot. I got your back.
Sorry, no autographs.
You'll eat them. And where it hurts.
Looks like there's another switch I need to hit too. Better save this for when I need it.
What's heads up?
That opened the door. I'd better pick up the pace before I lose Shocker.
Web Slinger's here.
Shall we dance?
Oh. Heads up!
Oh.
It's time to stop that freak. Vic, make it happen!
I'm on it. Yeah. Web slingers here. Got him. You're gone.
Here, boy. Come on.
Look out! Heads up! He's too fast. Web slingers here.
This'll come in handy. Now to shut off that water and get Shocker. That'll do it. Where did Shocker find all you guys? Is there a website or something?
I'm taking you out. Look out! You.
My web's topped off already.
You're nothing special.
Having fun yet?
Let's get serious. Dibs on the spider. Hit him where it hurts. You aren't so tough.
Dumb and ugly.
I'm taking you.
Shall we dance?
I need cover! Don't mess with the best. Dibs on the spider. Let's get him! Right behind me. Don't mess with the best. You are so
Learn that one on the
tough.
playground, huh? Sorry, no autographs.
You'll eat those words.
Better save this for when I need it. I'm ready to get out of this sewer. I hope this key does the trick. heading into the subway tunnels. I have to stop him fast. I gotta give him credit. Shocker's a fast runner. Holy! Come on, Shock. You know I can't let you run around down here without a chaperone.
That's it, Web Slinger. You've been riding me long enough. I'm gonna finish you once and for all. Come on, freak. You need to learn a lesson, and Shocker's School of Hard Knocks is now open.
Give me a break, Shock. I can't believe you have any class, let alone a whole school worth.
Welcome to a world of pain.
Wow, that kink in my back is gone. You're like the world's most dangerous physical therapist. Looks like your flying friend's getting your share of the loot, too. Where'd he get off to, anyway?
Oh, if I don't get mine, Vulture isn't getting his. He had some workshop set up in the old clock tower on the Lower East Side.
Vulture, huh? Thanks, Shocker. Give my regards to my fans in the Slammer. This is some nest.
I hope this is a warm enough welcome for you, insect. It took me months to find this haven, and now you've ruined everything.
Welcome to house hunting in the big city.
You're becoming a thorn in my side. Today, you die, Spider-Man!
Ah, yes. The old swinging... Oh! Oh!
Right, calm down there, but you seem busy, Spider-Man.
Hey, I can make time for you. Who's your landlord, Vulture? Quasimodo? That's one heck of a doorbell Vulture's got. Must be a pain to get groceries up here.
Ah, pest! Why can't you leave me in peace?
You'll have plenty of time alone once you're in jail. Hey, Vulture, didn't your mother ever teach you that stealing is wrong?
You're too persistent, web slinger. These gems are insured. The only injured party here is you. In a moment. What's the matter, Spider-Man? Too fast for you?
Hey, come back. The food at the old folks' home wasn't that bad, was it?
This will slow the pest. What's it going to be, Spider-Man? A few jewels or innocent lives?
You couldn't just leave this a personal disagreement, could you, Baldy? I'll settle with Vulture after I stop that sign from collapsing.
Give up now, Spider-Man, and you won't get hurt.
Sorry, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Those people look thirsty, don't they, Spider-Man? Why don't I serve them a drink?
I think the folks down there are wet enough already.
You haven't got a chance of catching me. Go home, kid.
I can't do that. What would my adoring public think? I should have waterproofed my costume. You're not getting away from me that easily. Vulture's down. Now's my chance to stop him for good. You shouldn't be flying around at your age, Vulture. You'll hurt yourself.
No! Forced down by that costumed fool!
Senility is an ugly thing to witness.
Prepare to meet your maker! You damaged my beautiful wings!
That'll knock the wind out of your sails.
I'm not finished with you yet! Oh, curse you!
Now, Vulture, you can't go around taking things that don't belong to you. What kind of example does it set for impressionable youngsters out there?
Come on, old-timer. Wouldn't want you falling before we can book you, right?
We have a problem, sir. Our systems are detecting two distinct targets. Both genetic signatures resemble Spider-Man's. Take a look at this map. As you can see, each target is unique, but both have characteristics of arachnid DNA.
We don't have time to dawdle. Have the HKs force both targets into the same area. Once they're together, capturing both subjects shouldn't be a problem. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Spiders! Spiders everywhere! Go back to your corporate masters! No! No! No!
It's going to be weird going back to the subway station after my battle with Shocker. Still, taking photos of the repairs is easy money, so I can't really complain. Easy money? When will I learn to keep my mouth shut? This guy's a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Get off me!
But I'd better help him out.
Get off me!
Rusty, let's dance.
on me!
Another state-of-the-art robot ready for the scrap pile.
Someday, I'll be free!
We should do this again sometime. That was tough. So what's your story? Stung by a radioactive scorpion or something?
Keep away from me!
Whoa! Hey, buddy. I'm just...
You're with them! I can tell. I can tell. Will I destroy you? Yes, I will! Freedom! Freedom!
That was just plain rude. We aren't done here, Scorpion. Let's talk about this, Scorpion. You need help.
Talk. No. No talking. You can't take me back.
I wouldn't even know where to take you back to. Using the bathroom must be a nightmare.
Shut up!
You're crazier than a soup sandwich.
How can you make jokes? Are you after me too? I think you are.
I don't know who did all this to you, pal, but don't worry. We'll get you to a hospital. These things attacked me before. I wonder who's after me. Scorpion? Disappeared. I feel bad for him, but I can't help hoping I've seen the last of him.
The board can't fire me! I built this company! How dare they!
I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget.
We aren't getting anywhere.
It's time, Doctor.
Mr. Osborn, I didn't hear.
Never mind that. We're proceeding with a human trial.
Human? I can't possibly condone.
Dr. Strom, either prepare the chamber or your resignation. Either way, I'm testing the serum now.
Mr. Osborn, are you all right?
Too bad Peter had to work.
Yeah. I'm just glad you're here. I can't wait for my dad to meet you.
Oh, Harry. It's never easy, is it? Who are you? No, wait. Let me guess. The Emerald Elf?
Me? I'm just a concerned citizen helping to clean up our fair city.
Hey there, beautiful. Need a hand?
Thank you. I thought for sure.
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks. You were great back there.
Thanks. I have to go deal with, you know.
Oh, yeah. Thanks again.
No problem. Grab hold of a rogue balloon anytime. Rescuing damsels is my specialty.
Go get him, Tiger.
Meeting you to death. You're boring me, Spider-Man!
Wait a sec. Where are you going?
There's no need for us to fight.
Uh-huh. When you stop lobbing bombs at me, we'll see about that.
This station will leave more of an impact on people after I'm done with it.
No, I can't let that tower hit anyone.
How can you be so naive? These people wouldn't lift a finger to help you.
Yeah, well, since they can't fly or bend steel with their bare hands, I can't really blame them.
You hear that sound, Spider-Man? That's your future rushing.
Are you sure? I think it might be your muffler. You aren't getting away from me.
Do you like my toys, Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. Great.
Let's find some new people to play with, shall we?
I'd like to vote against that.
I've been burning bridges all day, but I think I'll just knock this one down.
Those people. I have to stop that bridge from falling.
Mommy, look! That man is swinging from the building. That's nice, dear.
Oh, Spider-Man, you just keep disappointing me.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, but they sure have talented photographers.
Did you see that? Look out! Here comes Spider-Man.
It's just Spider-Man, okay? There's no the.
Run fast as you can.
The gingerbread man, you're not.
You're a better workout than those idiots at Quest, hero.
You're such a smooth talker.
Fool! Why do you want to keep fighting me?
Don't you read the Bugle? I beat up at
just nonsense. I think I'll find a new playground.
I gotta put an end to this before someone gets hurt.
For us to fight, my young friend, we should be working together, you and I.
Save it, Ugly. There's no way I'm working with a psychopath like you.
No liars, but boys. I didn't think my glider could be damaged.
Never too late to learn new things, is it?
Wasting your talents helping the pathetic worms of this city.
Oh, I get it. You're a mental guidance counselor. Tough guy, huh? Letting your thingamajig do your fighting for you?
Common sense, my friend. It's something you could benefit from.
Hey, my rep's sketchy enough without you calling us friends.
Is this the best you can do, my young friend?
If I say yes, will you give up? Oops, daydreaming again.
You'll have to do better than this if you want to keep up with me.
You can't take the heat. Get off the, whatever that thing is you're riding on. So, what made you settle on green
I can't believe
anyway?
you don't sense it. Our kinship. We are truly brothers.
Brothers, huh? Well, then I'm telling Mom.
You misguided fool. I've offered you the world and you've thrown it away. Well, I'll cure you of your deluded ideals soon enough.
Save it. You're done.
That's what you think. I've arranged for a little parting gift. downtown are bombs I've planted filled with a deadly gas. When they go off, well, use your imagination. You might be able to stop them, or you can try to stop me. The choice is yours, hero.
I can't let them get away. But if I don't stop those devices, the results could be catastrophic. I'll have to deal with the Green Menace later. I can't let those bombs go off. Disarm those devices. Two? Greed and Gruesome isn't playing fair. Three? I think that guy may really want to hurt someone. One. I can't believe I'm relieved to only have to disarm one bomb. More? Thank goodness. I'm gonna have some nasty words for that creep on the glider when I catch him. But first, I'm gonna go somewhere quiet and have a heart attack.
All right, Spider-Man, you've made your choice.
Okay, no more distractions. I have to find that Green Goblin creep and stop whatever it is he's cooking up.
Congratulations, Spider-Man. Dealing with you just moved to the top of my to-do list. Looking for me, boy? Well, here I am.
You got some new toys.
You like my razor bats? I thought you might.
Goblin's too fast. I've got to concentrate on these bat things or I'm gonna get shredded. Those things are vicious. I gotta think of something fast.
You don't look like you're enjoying yourself, Spider-Man. Aren't you having fun?
No?
You don't get off that easy.
Those things just keep coming. I better find some cover before they land a lucky shot and things turn ugly. I think I saw a construction site around here. There's gotta be somewhere there I can hide.
Running away? I'm not done with you yet.
That's what I'm afraid of. I seriously need to get out of here.
All right, boy. I'll leave you to lick your wounds for now. I have other matters to attend to. We'll finish this next time.
What the heck was this thing? I need to get home and study it. Maybe it'll give me a clue about Goblin. Whoever this Green Goblin is, he seems to be working for Oscorp. Murder and corporate sabotage. Harry would be devastated if he found out his dad was involved. I have to get to the bottom of this, and that means an unannounced visit to Oscorp.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man? Well, well, well. What a tangled web we weave. It seems I have a date tonight.
Breaking and entering isn't usually my thing, but I don't have a choice right now. Alright, Spidey, you made it this far, so now what? If any of these guards manage to raise an alarm, I'm out of luck. I can't let them see me.
Huh? Sound the alarm! It's Spider-Man!
I'll need to find 4 more pieces.
Spider-Man doing here?
Two down. 3 more to go. That's 3. More than halfway there.
I can't keep a beat on him.
Just need 1 more. Can't get caught now.
All clear. Situation.
Intruder!
Okay, now I should be able to get that blast door open.
Enemy
Let's see if I can figure this out. Got it.
I'm concerned about this project, Dr. Wu. The city doesn't even know that we're working on this here. Any sort of accidental release could lead to terrible casualties.
Listen, Amtower, those are the kinds of thoughts you'd best keep to yourself. There isn't going to be an accidental release. Now do your job.
So, what are you guys cooking up here?
I swear I didn't know Oscorp even had a chemical weapons division. You have to believe me.
Chemical weapons? That's a definite no-no. Especially if this is Goblin's one-stop weapon shop.
There's nothing I can do. The research is too heavily protected.
That's where I come in. I'll take care of those chemicals. Just tell me what to do.
It's fairly complicated, so for now, just find one of the control rooms that oversee chemical injections into the central vat. I'll give you a radio so that we can communicate once you get there. Be careful.
Thanks, Doc.
Watch out for patrols in the corridors. You can't let them spot you.
It's Spider-Man!
Spider-Man, you're getting close to the first control room you need to enter. Keep your eyes open. All right, listen carefully. There are 4 control rooms, like the one you're in, that control chemical injections into the central vat. You have to activate them in the correct sequence, or you'll release the chemicals.
Definitely something I want to avoid.
After you activate the chemical injectors in the first 2 control rooms, you'll have to go into the central chamber and start the injection process. Then go back and repeat the process for the last 2 control rooms.
Target speed exceeds unit parameters.
What's Spider-Man doing here?
I can't keep a beat on this. He's too fast.
Hey, Doc. There are 2 control terminals here. Which one do I use?
I'm not sure. Look around. Maybe there's something near the terminal that will help.
Doc, this door is locked.
Let me look into it. Spider-Man, be careful. Dr. Rue, the head of the project, seems to have figured out that something is wrong. He's headed your way. You'll need to get the key from him. He's the only one who has it.
This place is a maze. Where the heck am I now? Holy! That thing's bigger than Long Island and it doesn't look too friendly. The sensor array has a shield around it. I'll have to take out the shield generators first. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Deserves a punch in the jaw. That's the last generator. Now for that sensor array. This thing must have been designed to level small countries. Uh-oh, it's going critical. That was too close. That hole should be my ticket out of here. Now to find Osborn's office and get out of this crazy place. Goblin, no!
Standard search and destroy pattern. Find the intruder and neutralize with extreme prejudice.
I don't know how they figured out about MJ, but I have to get to her before Goblin does. I should be able to get back out the same way I got in, and only a couple zillion heavily armed androids between me and it. No prob.
Target identified as Spider-Man. Enemy sighted.
No way I'm getting through this laser wall in one piece. I'll have to find a way to shut it off.
Oscorp does not tolerate intruders. Icon, contact.
Huh, that looks like a security console. Maybe I can use it to shut off some of the defenses on this floor. Scratch one wall of lasers. Now to deal with the gun turrets. Better deactivate those turrets if I want to keep Spidey Farm Bay off the menu. Okay. Energy field over that door is gone.
Target identified as Spider-Man.
Oh, it's like a surprise party.
What a day.
Tough day at the office, huh? Mine is a killer. Put your heart into those streams, my lovely girl, the better to bait my trap.
Too late. Don't worry, Mary Jane. I'm coming. If you hurt her, I'll make you suffer.
Ooh! Now you're getting into the spirit of things. Oh, you're falling behind.
I've got to go faster.
If you weren't an armor, I'd break your teeth.
This is between you and me, Goblin. Leave her out of it.
Hurry up! I think I'm slipping.
Help me! Spider-Man!
We're almost there, hero. Let's finally settle our feud.
Just put her down safely, and then we'll see how tough you really are.
Jerk! Help!
Quiet, girlie. Come on, brother. Let's do this.
Hurry! The fire's getting closer! That creep! Give him a punch for me!
This is the price you pay for betraying me, boy! I'm afraid.
Let me introduce you to my fist.
Have more respect for my personal space!
Mr. Osborn, why?
Surprised? Yes, I suppose you would be. But the best surprise is still to come.
Tell Harry I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too. Mary Jane, there's something I have to tell you.
I know, Tiger. You don't have to say.
That's my life. Complicated. Looks like you're done now. Go outside and play.
Nothing like an innocent life in
We should do this again sometime. I'm Spider-Man.
Now you're getting into the spirit of things.